everyone. Okay, so in the final video in triangle concurrencies or triangle centers, we are looking at the circumcenter. So what is the circumcenter? So the circumcenter is kind of the point that is equidistant or equal distance from every point on the triangle, right? So the circumcenter is the same distance from all the corners. So the circumcenter is the point of intersection of the mediators. So a mediator is just the perpendicular bisector of each side. So you see here, I have this side here. I construct the perpendicular bisector, so a side that is perpendicular to it, but it also bisects the line. I construct that, I find the intersection, and that is my circumcenter. And the special thing about a circumcenter is it will be the center point of something called a circumcircle. So the red circle here is called my circumcircle. The circumcenter is the center of the circumcircle. The circle drawn around the triangle, and the special property is if you did it correctly, the circle should touch every point on the triangle. If it does not, then you probably constructed your circumcenter incorrectly. So, finding the circumcenter, we find the equations of the perpendicular bisectors of two sides, and we find the point of intersection, and bada boom, bada bing. That is it. So let's look at this example here. So find the coordinates of the triangle of vertices minus 2, 2, minus 4, minus 2, and 5, minus 5. Again, just always draw a little sketch, right? I'm not being accurate here. A, B, C. They're probably completely wrong points, but I just kind of want to have it there to remember what sides and all I'm using. So I need to find the perpendicular bisector of AB. So I first need to find the midpoint, so the point that splits this line in two. And then I also need to find the perpendicular slope. So AB, first the slope is going to be equal to, so minus 2 all over minus 4 minus negative 2, which is minus 4 over minus 4 plus 2, which is minus 2. That is going to give me 2. So my perpendicular slope is going to be minus a half. That is my slope there. Then my midpoint I'm using here is so just minus 2 plus minus 4 all over 2, and then 2 plus minus 2 all over 2. So my midpoint is going to be minus 6 divided by 2 is minus 3, and then 0 divided by 2 is 0. That is my midpoint. So let's find the equation of my line. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. My point is minus 3, 0. So I have y minus 0 is equal to minus a half times x minus negative 3. 2y is equal to minus x. Then that's positive 3, but multiplying it by minus 1, so it'll be a minus 3 there. Bring it all over to one side. X plus 2y plus 3 equals 0. That is my first equation of the line. Let's look at my next one. I'm just going to choose the side AC. So AC, so my point is my midpoint, and then I need to find my perpendicular slope. So my slope is going to be equal to, so AC, so x1, y1, x2, y2. So minus 5 minus 2 all over 5 minus negative 2, which is minus 7 all over minus 7 on top. Then 5 minus negative 2, which is 5 plus 2, which is 7. So my slope here is minus 1. So my perpendicular slope is going to be positive 1. That is going to be my perpendicular slope. So, and then my midpoint is going to be, so 5 minus 2 divided by 2, and then minus 5 plus 2 divided by 2. My midpoint is going to be 3 over 2 and minus 3 over 2. So now let's find my equation of the line. Y minus y1, so y minus 3 over 2 is equal to m, which is 1, times x minus 3 over 2. So I have y plus 3 over 2 is equal to x minus 3 over 2. Bring everything over to one side, multiply across by 2. So 2y plus 3 is equal to 2x minus 3. Bring everything over to one side. So I'm going to bring everything over to the right because my x is positive. 2x minus 2y minus 6 equals 0. So there is my second line there. So now I have my two perpendicular bisectors. Now I have to solve these simultaneously. So solving these simultaneously, I get x plus 2y is equal to minus 3. 2x minus 2y is equal to positive 6. Add them up. I'm going to get 2y minus 2y is 0 is equal to 3. X is equal to 1. And if x is equal to 1, sub in 1 plus 2y is equal to minus 3. 2y is going to equal to minus 4. Y is going to equal to minus 2. So my circumcenter happens at 1 minus 2. So let's double check my answer now by using GeoGebra. Right? So I'm in GeoGebra now. So this is just, oopsie daisy. So this is just my triangle I plotted out here. So I'm going to click the little perpendicular bisector line. So I find the perpendicular bisector of B and A. There you go. There's my perpendicular bisector. Can I make it a nice different color, maybe? Can I make it like make it a red, right? Then let's find the perpendicular bisector of AC. So AC. There we go. And see the point of intersection here is 1 minus 2. And that is my circumcenter right there. So can I just... There it is right there. Now, I'm going to construct my circumcircle here. So if I circle with a center, so if I go from here out to a point, and we see here, this circle I drew here is my circumcircle, and we look at here, A, B, and C are all on the circle, so I know I have done it correctly. So let's get back to the main page now. So let's look at some exam questions. So this one here is from the 2022 deferred paper. So if you got COVID or something like that, you did this paper later on in the summer. So this 2022 deferred paper, and this came up in question 4 part A. So show that the circumcenter of the circle ABC is the midpoint of AC. So let's calculate it here. So I'm going to look at BC and AB. So what's my slope of BC? So I'm actually going to use rise over... I have my grid lines here, so I'm going to use my rise over run just to kind of save myself from doing it. So I'm going up. So I'm going from minus 3. So my rise is going to be... I'm going from 2 to 8. So my rise is going to be 6. And then my run, I'm going from minus 3 to 5. So my run is going to be 8. So rise over run. Rise over run is going to be 6 over 8. So therefore the perpendicular slope is going to be minus 8 over 6. Then the midpoint. The midpoint is going to be 5 minus 3 divided by 2. 8 plus 2 divided by 2. So the midpoint is going to be 1 5. So 1, 5. So my equation of a line BC is going to be now y minus 5 equals minus 8 over 6, x minus 1. So I'm going to have 6y minus 30 equals minus 8 times x minus 1. 6y minus 30 equals minus 8x plus 8. Bring everything over to one side. 8x plus 6y minus 38 equals 0. That is my first equation there. That's the equation of BC. Now let's do BA. Let's just do BA. So my slope is, I'm going from 8 down to 4. So my rise is going to be minus 4. But my run, I'm going from 5 to 8. So my run is going to be 3. So my slope is going to be rise over run minus 4 over 3. Therefore, my perpendicular slope, flip and change the sign, 3/4 or 3 over 4. Then my midpoint is going to be, oops daisy, right, so my midpoint of AB is going to be, so 5 plus 8 divided by 2 and 8 plus 4 divided by 2. So that's going to be 13 over 2, and that's going to be 12 over 2, which is 6. So equation of AB now, or the perpendicular line of AB, that is going to be y minus 6 equals 3/4 times x minus 13 over 2, multiply across by 4. 4y minus 24 equals 3 times x minus 13 over 2. 4y minus 24 equals 3x minus 39 over 2. Multiply across by 2. I'm going to get 8y minus 48 equals 6x minus 39. Bring everything over to one side. 6x minus 8y. And then minus 39 plus 48 is going to be 9. Plus 9 equals 0. So I have my two equations here. Now I need to solve them simultaneously. So 8x plus 6y minus 38 equals 0. 6x minus 8y plus 9. So, okay, I guess multiply the top line by 8 and the bottom line by 6. God, effort, right? 64x plus 42y. 48y, I should say. Minus 38 times 8 is going to be minus 304 equals 0. Bottom here, 36x minus 48y equals 0. Add these up. So 64 plus 36 is equal to 100. So 100x plus 0. And then minus 304 plus 54 is minus 250 equals 0. 100x equals 250. X is going to equal to 2.5. And x is equal to 2.5. Bring it up. Solve for y. So 8 times 2.5 plus 6y minus 38 equals 0. 20 plus 6y minus 38 equals 0. 6y minus 18 equals 0. 6y is equal to 18. Y is going to equal to 3. So 2.5 and 3. So that should be my circumcenter for that triangle there. So let's just check our answers on the GeoGebras. So I'm back in GeoGebra now. I'm just going to edit these points here. So I'm going to edit point A is 8, 4. B is 0.58. And point C is equal to minus 3, 2. Right. And ding, 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 ding. Red. So I said here, this point is equal to 2.5, 3. That is my circumcenter right here, point D, and that is equal to 2.53. So I am correct. And then also, the question asked us, show that the circumcenter of the triangle ABC is the midpoint AC. And the midpoint of AC is equal to minus 3 plus 8 is 5. 5 over 2, which is 2.5. And then 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the midpoint is 2.53. And I've proven it to be my circumcenter. Right, so let's look at this question now from 1964. So this one's swinging 60s, right? So the hippies were doing this one in their leaving cert. So find the coordinates of the circle of the triangle whose vertices are minus 1, 2, 1, 0, and minus 2, minus 1. So let's get cracking. So I need to find the perpendicular line of AC. So let's do that one. Perpendicular line of AC. So the slope, first of all, so let's get rid of that a second. The slope is equal to, so 0 minus 2 all over 1 minus negative 1, which is minus 2 all over positive 2, which is minus 1. So the perpendicular slope is going to be positive 1. Now that the perpendicular slope is positive 1, find my midpoint. The midpoint is going to be minus 1 plus 1 divided by 2. 2 plus 0 divided by 2. That's going to be 0, 1. And that is my point on the line. So, there's my slope. There's my point. So y minus 1 is equal to 1 times x minus 0. Y minus 1 is equal to x. X minus y plus 1 equals 0. There is my first equation. Right. Let's look at my second equation here now. I'm probably going to do AB. Perpendicular line of AB. So I need to find my slope. So my slope is going to be, so minus 1 minus 2 all over minus 2 minus negative 1, which is minus 3 over minus 1, which is 3. Therefore, my perpendicular slope then is going to be minus 1/3. Then let's find my midpoint. My midpoint is going to be minus 1 minus 2 divided by 2. And 2 minus 1 divided by 2. That's going to be minus 3 over 2 and 1 over 2, or 1/2. Now let's find the equation line. Y minus a half equals m, which is minus 1/3, times x minus negative 3 over 2, which is going to become a positive 3 over 2. I'm going to multiply across by 6 here. just to get rid of my fraction, because 6 is the lowest common denominator of 2 and 3. So 6y minus 3 equals minus 2 times x plus 3 over 2. So 6y minus 3 equals minus 2x minus 3. Bring everything over to one side. 2x plus 6y equals 0. I can divide here by 2. So I have x plus 3y is equal to 0. And that is my second equation right there. So now I have my two equations. Now we solve them simultaneously. So I have x minus y equals minus 1. And I have x plus 3y equals 0. So I'm going to multiply top here by minus 1. That's going to be minus x plus y plus 1. So I'm going to have 0 plus 4y equals 1. Y is going to be equal to 1 quarter. Y is equal to 1 quarter. Let's sub in. I'm going to sub it into equation 1. So x minus a quarter equals minus 1. X then is going to be equal to minus 3 quarters. So my circumcenter should be minus 3 quarters and a quarter. So let's check our answers now on the GeoGebras. Check our answers now on the GeoGebras. So let me just zoom out here a second. So there is my triangle, my points A, B, and C. This point D here is my circumcenter, because these are the red lines are my perpendicular bisectors. So let me just show something now, the value. And we can see here, this is point minus 0.75 and 2.5. So that is, in fact, my circumcenter, and I am correct. Right, so that's how we find the circumcenter, and that is how we find our three concurrencies of a triangle. I hope this video was some help to you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.